Here's a collection of actual crimes committed by really dumb criminals. Just sit back and enjoy the insanity as we present. Stupid crime stories you just won't believe. In this next stupid crime, a man walks up to someone's driveway and attempts to steal their vehicle. There is really no other information on this. But as you're about to see, you really don't need anything other than the video. Normally, car thieves are thwarted by anti-theft devices. And while it is unclear whether the owner of this vehicle had any type of alarm system, this is one time it wasn't even needed. Just watch. The crook tries to smash the window with a heavy object. Instead, it bounces off the glass and hits him square in the face. Clearly, he is in way too much pain to continue his crime. Eventually, he simply staggers off with a splitting headache. No need for a police response here. The car took care of the situation. In 2016, a man tried to break into the Howl at the Moon Bar in Queensland, Australia at around 3:30 a.m. He walked up to the rear of the building and tried to smash his way through a glass door using a metal beer keg. But take a look at what happens on his first attempt. As he walks away, you can clearly see the door swing open. Looks like his first strike jarred the door from the frame. However, he never bothered to check. So he continues his attack on the door. He seems to walk away to make sure no one has heard the loud noise. Now he's back and smoking a cigarette as he once again tries to break into a door that is already unlocked. He now takes his time checking out the damage to the door. You can see him feeling around the broken glass edges to see if it's safe to climb through. He's still not sure if the hole is big enough. But the crashing sound was probably so loud that he doesn't want to risk smashing the glass again. Now he's wondering if he should strike the door one more time or just give up. No wonder he had to light up a cigarette. Finally, he decides to give it a go. Once he eventually makes his way in, he realizes how dumb this was. After seeing this footage from the security camera, the bar's owners released the video and asked if anyone in the public recognized this idiot. They also couldn't help but laugh at his stupidity. They jokingly posted the following comment: "The things people would do for a drink." No word on if this moron was ever caught. If you watched episode 15 of our Stupid Crime Stories, you may recall the 22-year-old Texas man who attached a police light on his white truck in 2008 and pretended he was a cop. Well, a 29-year-old man in Maryland wanted to do the same thing in 2012. He installed police lights in the windshield of his white pickup truck and went out on patrol. Once he spotted what he felt was a suitable victim, he activated his police lights in order to perform a traffic stop. When the vehicle pulled over, he approached the driver and informed him that he was a military police officer from Louisiana. He told the driver that he stopped him because he was speeding. Well, imagine the shock he got when the man identified himself as a Capitol Heights police officer. He was off duty and driving his personal vehicle. He then informed the fake cop that if he was an officer from Louisiana, he was out of his jurisdiction. He also told him that having blue and red emergency equipment in his truck was against the law in Maryland. The phony cop had no choice but to make a quick exit. However, the officer followed him until county police arrived and made the arrest. He was taken into custody and charged with impersonating a police officer. Well, apparently this next guy didn't hear about that last story. Because in 2019, this 26-year-old man in Pasco County, Florida wanted to play cop as well. He was probably inspired by the slick recruitment pictures on the Pasco County Sheriff's website. Just look at these images. Apparently, he wanted to be like them. But he didn't want to go through all that boring police training. That's just too much work. So he installed a set of red and blue lights on his Chevy Trailblazer and took to the streets around 8 p.m. Once he spotted a potential victim, he made his move. He turned on the red and blue lights located on the grille of his SUV and attempted to stop a vehicle. However, the other driver didn't pull over. Once the fake cop realized that the driver would not bite, he switched off the red and blue lights and just drove past. But not only did he fail to stop the driver, he was also about to find out that this was a big mistake. It turns out that the driver of the other car was actually an undercover detective for the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. He was driving an unmarked car. The detective then contacted Pasco County patrol deputies. One of them responded in a real marked vehicle and pulled over the fake officer at an intersection. The imposter had no choice but to admit to installing the flashing lights on his Chevy Trailblazer. However, he claimed he was only using them to get through heavy traffic. Police said they also found a fake pistol under the passenger seat. No word on if the gun was also used to get through traffic. Deputies want anyone to contact them if they believe that he committed a crime against them. He was booked in the Hillsborough County Jail and charged with impersonating a police officer. That's a third-degree felony in Florida. If convicted, he faces up to 5 years in prison. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Our weekly videos will feature such topics as stupid crime stories, classic TV, and the real stories behind popular songs from the past and present. There will be even more categories as we continue to grow.